you can get to this one right down below us, right there above the bridge. That's their favorite one to jump in right here. No issues either too. Everywhere we jump there's no problem with jumping. Now you're seeing it after some good sediment flush, right? So you don't have perfectly clear water. When it's just the spring flow, you give it 1 week of just spring flow and it fully clears out. And you can see about 15 to 20 feet deep, so you see all the obstacles. For us, David, we just cut a piece of bamboo someplace. It's like 12 feet long, and we just post hole it while we're swimming along to make sure that we're clear. If you didn't have bamboo, it's pretty easy. You watch somebody jump, and if they didn't die, you hit exactly where they hit, and you probably won't die. Right, Jordan? Left side, here we go, Tiffany. Right side, Chloe. Wait, did everybody jump? Did everybody go swimming?
Dave, Chloe, and Ella jumped.
It's cool water, yeah. So where you guys probably swam at the BlueHawaiian Car Park, that's about 1,100, maybe 1,200 foot high above sea level. All the spring water coming down, it basically starts running at about 6,600 feet up there. We're right at 2,800 feet. You still can't get the temps up there at that elevation down to below 50 degrees Fahrenheit. So if it's coming from that and flowing all the way down, it's still running as very cool water at this time of the year. Sometimes in the wintertime, David, it does get chilly, but I've never had a point where I haven't worn what I'm wearing now. Every single month of the year. That takes a while to get used to as well, Jordan. This is Kano Falls. The largest erosional valley on the north slope of Haleakala is here. It's known as the KNI. You see that light right there. Remember when I talk about that solstice light right there? See how there's hardly any shade on the cliff? Right into August, you'll get shade.
May it be an evening star shines down.
David, have you and Tiffany been over to Kauai?
May it be
No.
when darkness falls.
There's a different age. The Garden Isle would be considered the oldest. The vegetation there is similar, but much different. A lot more time to grow. A lot more time to evolve. Now down the slope here in front of us, see how it curves to the left? All these light green leaf trees, all introduced by the Polynesians, known as the kukui tree. Girls, you seen Moana 2? Oh, I put Ella to sleep. Girls, did y'all see Moana 2? So, in the hull of the vessel that they're navigating with, that wayfinding vessel, right? They carry all kinds of supplies. Kukui is dominant. You see it all throughout Hawaii, which is the major 8 islands. It's known as the tree of Molokai because it was introduced there first. But typically traditional is to get laid when you get here. You have a lei for kane and a lei for wahina. With your wahina, it's the pua. Some type of pua lei. Like a plumeria flower. That's really awesome. That's specific to the wahine, but for the kane, the men, the gentleman, it's the kukui lei. For what you had to endure on your holo holo here to Hawaii. Whether it's from Pennsylvania or Houston. The kukui lei is offered. Now switching topics, Tiffany right there, Keopuka Rock, big rock offshore, known as Jurassic Rock, used in the first movie of Jurassic Park and in Jurassic World. No deterrence for both sides. Maryland, this is a hard thing about this particular tour, is you guys get up way too early and then go way hard, and then I fly like this, like, oh my god. This elevation right here, Jordan, we're at 800 feet above sea level. That was the highest obstacle in the entire Gulf when I was there. It was actually at 700 feet, so your MOA that you never descend below in the event of, like let's say you go inadvertent IMC where you're just flying instruments, you would never descend below 800 feet. Which is really fun. It was kind of weird, dude, because I was really used to doing that. And then I was around this. And inclement weather, before rules changed, you would hug the shoreline right along the coast, and you cancel the tour when it gets that bad because of the reduced visibility and then the height. So we can change our rules if I say tour is canceled. But just for the purpose of, and I'm being recorded, the tour is not canceled. Because it's not bad conditions. But if it gets that low, you get to the point where you don't want to be close to this if you're used to flying offshore and that. I've got all kinds of cool instruments here. So David, you just look up here, I'll go full screen right there. That's all synthetic terrain. This is a depiction of the road right there, right? That's a Garmin product, right? There's a KNI point right in front of us. That's water. You just don't fly towards the rain. It's just like a video game, right?
Right.
So there's a top-down image. You see the terrain there. I can zoom in, zoom out. There's airspace, the Hawaiian 8 is, all that stuff. When I utilize just this, that would be an emergency situation. I just use this for situational reference. In the Gulf, we train for inadvertent IMC all the time because we're not restricted by the rules that you guys are flying right now. And every time you want to pop up into some sea fog, you got to have a way to get out of it. Here, all tour pilots would be afraid to go there, so I would go there because I was so comfortable with that. It was easy. Super easy. Felt normal. It even got to the point where even the training captains that were in Lafayette, Jordan, hated just to beach out into the Gulf. The moment you cross the water and only see that, fear just grows right up the spine. It's pretty good entertainment. I would love to teach you how to fly someday, Jordan. Same with you, man. You could do it. And then I saw this, Tiffany. I was like, it's my favorite shot right here. I'm going to bank it to the left. As I prime up, this is called Pukekohe, Tiffany. The whole coastline from right here looking back.